And you need to be thinking about, how do I run a marathon versus how do I...
Jack, is there anything you learned about your protecting your well-being and prioritizing it that you are like, oh, I wish I had learned this sooner?
I think your time is your priorities. So, you hear a lot of people say, I don't have time for, family, or I don't have time for working out, or I don't have time for fitness. And,
Yep.
Your time is what you make it. And if you, I think the challenging thing about running a startup, running a scale up, running a fast growing company is it will eat up all of your time if you let it.
Yeah.
And I think setting boundaries and making sure, if being connected to your family is important, if having time with your spouse is important, if having time for yourself is important, if having good health is important, you just need to allocate that time in your calendar, and that becomes your priority.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, just the overriding number of demands you have will see your business consume all of your life. And I think that's, maybe productive in the short term, but you need to look at building a business as, building a meaningful, important business takes a decade or longer. So you need to think about, how do I do this in the long term?
Yeah.
And you need to be thinking about, how do I run a marathon versus how do I run a sprint?